All right, hey everybody. Mike, Josh, Ted Hurst. All righty, thank you. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see, I'll give everybody kind of a minute to get in here. So I'll go through ownership first, and then we'll go through product, and then we'll get to ripping. We've got quite a bit to go through tonight. 3 megas, 3 blasters, hanger, and a big fat pack, and then kind of 2 hobbies in a sense. So quite a few cards. Oh, Marion, all right. That'd be cool. So, excuse me. These boxes look cool, but they're definitely completely different plate checklist than I expected. So that's why I had to as I was getting ready to list the break, I had to adjust things and add different stuff in to try and balance pricing. Is still a pain in the butt. So I apologize for how it worked out and kind of the teams and the colleges and stuff, just trying to do the best I can. So no, it's not perfect. Rayola, okay. It's the Vandy kid, I think, right? Is that the one, or is he the one at Nebraska? I can never remember which one. All right, I'll go through ownership. We got Joe Desky on the Arizona Cardinals. What's up, George? And the Saints and the Steelers. I think that's it for Joe. He may have grabbed one more. I can't remember. Tidor on the Falcons, the Broncos, and the other NIL spots. Hosby on the Ravens and Commanders, and the Jets. Thank you, Haas. Billy Hines on the Bills. Welcome back, brother. It's been a minute. George Sweeting on the Panthers and the Bengals. Ryan Joseph on his Bears. Gallagher picking up the Brownies, helping us close up along with the Lions. Harry Lambus on the Cowboys. Harlan Benner on the Packers. Greg Reese picking up the Texans and the Eagles. I thought there was one more, maybe not. Vanover on his Colts. Pete picking up his Jags. Nick Hammers on the Chiefs. Hammers hits. If you get a chance, check him out. Nick's awesome. Just filled his break, but I'm sure he'll have another one coming soon. He did a case of select blasters. That's probably going tonight. I picked up the Raiders. Aaron Malin on the Chargers. Jim Jennings on his teams, Rams and Dolphins. Jimmy O'Hara on the Vikings. Jamie Sayona on the Patriots. He missed his Bengals, so he's mixing up a little bit. Thanks, buddy. Brian Latari on the Giants. Blinky's box breaks the name of his group. Blinky does a great job. Lots of product always. Lots of chances it hits. So check out Blinky. Let's see. Josh Hammer on his Niners. Andrew there on the Seahawks. Troy Sullivan mixing things up. Missed his Broncos. We went with a little Bucks action. Josh Robbins on his Titans. And I think that's everybody. So thank you much. Ty Simpson. All right, Haas. I was shocked the Jets stayed there that long. I was just getting ready to hop on them myself. So could be worth it. You never know. Hey, George, buddy, you want to give me a guess for an auto when you get a chance to? Appreciate it. All right, so our product to get us started off, we're going to start off with a little fatty of Rookies and Stars. Then we got a hanger of Optic. And then we got 3 blasters, throwing in the Donruss Blaster. And we got a Mosaic Blaster and a Select Blaster. Keekly. Oh, man, that guy should be kind of cool. A little Keekly action. Hall of Famer. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. We got the 3 megas. We got Optic. These are the ones that have a chance at autos. 1 auto or mem. We got the Prizm with the mem card. And the Select with nothing guaranteed. But we got the Panini's going the right way. So I guess we can't get a case hit, supposedly. So we'll see. I don't know. I've heard that theory, but I haven't seen them cut the wrong way. So I don't know. Or put the wrong way. George, well, you got a big one with Cincinnati because you got Ohio State. That's a big chase. So like the guys that haven't been drafted that are from Ohio State. So if they've been drafted, it goes to the pro team that they've affiliated with. But if you pull like a Julian Sayin or, oh man, what's the wide receiver that's popular? A wide receiver and a defensive player, they're both really popular. So there's a couple of good chances there with Ohio State. And then who's the other one you got too, George? Clemson, same thing. So anybody from Clemson. So we got the two hobbies, the Atompunk, some sweet possible autos there, and some cool cards. No guaranteed auto, unfortunately. I think it's not one per case, like 4 per case. So it's like every third, fourth box. So, hey, Ryan, how you doing, buddy? And then the Prizm Black 3 autos. Actually, wait, what? Let's go Buckeyes. That one shocked me. It didn't go right away with the Buckeyes being in house. So, Nate Frazier. Okay. Okay, so to get us started off like we always do. Appreciate you guys again filling it. Appreciate your patience, everything. Jim, how you doing, buddy? I can't remember. Did you say you were going out of town this weekend? I couldn't remember. I know you were out for a walk yesterday. So. Okay, we got our things up. We're ready to go. Just everybody's giving their guesses. So start off with a little score treat to get things warmed up. Carlsbad, that's what it was. Okay, cool. Carlsbad, California, or Carlsbad, New Mexico? I'm assuming California. All right, first card out it's a Gigante with Giants going out to Blinky's box breaks. We'll roll the dice for Blink. Blake Neighbors and Xavier Worthy, and our rookie is Elijah Badger. I was going to say, check out the caverns. They're awesome. Sure, it's still beautiful, though. So Elijah Badger is our first rookie for the Chiefs, and our first card is the Giants. So we're going to roll the dice for Blink, and then we'll get started on the good stuff, hopefully. 2 times 2. So card 4 for Blinky. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Man, Blinky, even when he's not hitting, he's hitting, it seems like, right? I mean, an Alec Ayamanor auto, numbered to 149. This is one of the best things I had in the box. And, of course, Blinky hits it on the roll. Oh, sorry, man. I'm sorry, Josh. That's a cool one. I forgot that I even threw that in the box a couple weeks ago. I got a good deal on it. And Blinky picks it up right away. Congratulations, Blink. Tighten up. You probably got a few of these already, but I actually like this kid. Him and DK did really good. Is it Chimera DK and then Alec Ayamanor? I called him Eric for like 2 months, and I figured out I was looking at his name wrong. So congratulations, Blink. Nice card to get us started with. Decent amount of patches, a couple autos, and numbered cards all mixed in. So prize box got some goodies in there for sure. So, all right, let's get to our fatties. Once again, first number, first patch, first auto. Might even do more than that. We'll see. Last card for sure, too. All right, let's go. Let's get to our good stuff here. All right, Josh Allen. Thanks you guys again for joining me today. Thanks again for filling the break. Appreciate each and every one of you. Marino, yeah, there's some good chances at Marino. First, all I saw was the Rams. I didn't realize you claimed both because Marino is all over in that checklist, both of them. So, BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Irvin, Drew Breezy, Foshizi, Joe Burrow, Jerry Jeudy on a green for the Brownies, and Carl. Jonathan Taylor, Boomer, Julius Peppers, Derrick Henry, Randy Moss spinning around again, and then we got a green Mason Graham for the Brownies. So a couple green Brownies coming out right away. Going to Carl, and then we got A.J. Brown, Bo Nix, T.J. Watt, Brock Purdy, and C.J. Stroud. So a nice green. Browns starting off halfway decent to get things going. So as most of you know, my surgery is just over a week away. So this is the last week for breaks for quite a while. anyway. So we will be doing the next thing I'm going to try and do is do a list all three: basketball, baseball, and football, and try and get them all done in the first part of the week so we get mail out at the end of the week. So that's the hope anyway. Beautiful silver Travion Henderson on the Thrillers. Nice one there for the Patriots and Jamie Sayona. We've got Steve Young on an Airborne for the Niners and Josh. Tyrone Tracy, Baker Mayfield, Jamar Chase, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Mason Graham back again as a rook. This time at base. And then Josh Simmons, Jaquez Hunter, Harold Fannin, more Browns love, Derek Harmon, and Ashton Genty. Done well with the Raiders last couple of breaks. So, how's everybody else doing this weekend? We have pretty good weather in our area. It's like I'll do a double Bravo here with the Graham and Fannin. Decent weather here. We got some sunny and 55, and feels like spring out there, which is fun. Took Bronx to let him go play some volleyball yesterday outside. The sand got real cold real fast once the sun went down, but it was fun to see the kids all playing together. All right, Garrett Wilson. Let's move this aside a little bit. Caleb Johnson on a rookie insert. And then we got Loveland on a rookie rush. Mason Taylor for the Jets. Riley Leonard. And Scourton. Oh my gosh, back and forth. Kyle Williams. Jahad Campbell. Jalen Milrow. And Alec Aguilar. So, Jets. Gotta love the inserts. Bears. Ryan picking up a card. Caleb Johnson going out to Giuseppe. And a Riley Leonard for Vanover. Oh, George. You guys are in the land of the endless winter, though, it seems like. Just throwing stuff up for now. It stinks. It's not a bad little fatty. We got a gorgeous silver Travion Henderson for Jamie. Nice little PC card for Josh Hammer on the Steve Young. If you look for a fat pack to get a Green Mason, Ashton, that's not bad at all. Not a bad start. Okay, let's jump into Optic. Had some good college basketball games yesterday. Well, some were good, some were little blowouts. Most all pretty good. I think most of the country is rooting for St. John's there. But the Duke Blue Devils pull it out. Oh, Greg's at the game watching some baseball. Awesome. All right. I don't remember them ever putting an auto right up front. For Troy here, starting us off. All the good cards at the beginning instead of the back. It looks like it, don't it? Let's move it then. Let's get through our base, then we'll get to the good stuff. All right, Golden Tate, Malik Neighbors, Jalen Warren, Zach Ertz, Daniel Carlson, Art Monk. Dude, that's exciting for Q's fans. DK Metcalf, James Cook, James Lofton, Saquon, Chris Olave, Bo Nix, AJ Brown, Aaron Rodgers, Tyler Algier, and Torrey Holt. So that's our base. Our rookies, Benjamin Morrison. We got a blue James Pierce for Tony Tidor. Nice card there. And then lighted up Keyshawn for the Jets and a silver Jahad Campbell going up to the Eagles and Greg Reese. All right, Greg texted and said LeVar Arrington for his auto guess. Benjamin Morrison. Yeah, he did such a good job with Siena. I mean, they were pushing. They had one or two better players, or just even players that could play. They might have knocked off Duke that first round game. They played really well. That was kind of exciting to see. Okay, so that one didn't provide near as much good stuff as we were hoping. The Fatback did better than that. So let's go with Select now. That's the good thing, I guess, when you get a good coach, is a lot of times they bring a lot of talent with them. That was even like our Washington State Cougars 2 years ago when we picked up this kid, David Riley. We were super excited because he had so much talent at Eastern, and he brought with him some of the best players, including Cedric Coward, but then Coward got hurt right away. So now he's tearing it up with Memphis. It shows the talent that kid had. So hopefully it works out for you guys with Siena. 2, 4, 6. And I think Cuse will get a big influx of money to support bringing in Jerry McNamara. He's going to bring in some talent with him, and that's a good pickup for sure. Once again, give anybody coming in late, if you got a guess for an auto, please let me know. I'm really hoping we pull some cool cards. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's exciting. It's exciting when you got a kid like that coming, doing well. That was even the kid from St. John's that made the game-winning shot last night, Devid Darling. He played at Washington State for a year and then transferred to Idaho State and then ended up at St. John's. Had the game winner last week. Local kid, went to here in the Spokane Valley. His dad played at Washington State as a linebacker. Some of you might remember him played. I think he played with the Raiders for a few years. So it's always exciting when you got like a young kid from your town that you're kind of rooting for. All right, Javante on the concourse. Benjamin Morrison back for more. Loveland, a nice premier level for the Bears. There we go. O'Hampton on the turbocharged. Nice looking card. Luther Burden, more Bears love. Jalen Milroe, more Seahawks. And then we got an Egbuka on the Prizm. Gorgeous card. Nice one there for the Bucks. Bears starting off halfway decent. More Bucks love there too. Benjamin Morrison. And then Hampton. All right, Colts getting bumped. Milroe for Andrew. Burden and Loveland for the Bears and Ryan. Nice start for the Bears. That's the one thing about Select, man. One base card and the rest are getting sleeved or top loaded. Raiders, let's bump that down. Put up a beautiful Egbuka coming out. Love it. Nice card there for Tampa and Troy. All right, ETN. No, it's HN now. Is that what it is? HN? Jaden Daniels, Brian Thomas Jr., Javante Silver going out to Harold Lambus. Behind the numbers on a Kelsey, Drake, London, and a Malachi Starks. Numbered to 799. Nice, gorgeous card. Congratulations, Hosby. Hosby picking up our first numbered. If you're still listening, Hos, throw out 2 numbers for me, boss. Ravens a little cheaper, but then you still get some sweet-looking cards. Doesn't mean there's not chances it hits, that's for sure. So a nice Javante. So our first numbers, we'll throw that up there with the Patriots. 8 and 13. All right, I like it. We'll finish up this box, and I'll get that for you. Thank you, Haas. All right, Harold Fannin, a nice Prizm. More love for the Brownies and Carl. Ooh, a little Jakrosky going out to Hosby. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, and they just call him Bill. Makes life so much easier. Bill. Jordan Addison, Jack Beck, and Matt Stafford on a club level for the Rams and Jimmy Jennings. Nice card on the club level. Bill Merritt. I'll get that later. That's just me. And Harold Fannin. So just because I'm not breaking doesn't mean I'm not going to try and keep contact with you guys. When I'm feeling up to it, I'll be digging through boxes of cards looking for goodies for everybody. Bill. All right, so Browns keep it going. They get another one here. Quinshon Judkins on the select certified. Nice looking card for the Brownies. Quinn Ewers coming up for Jim. Evan Brown. Die cut. Oh, no, I thought it was die cut. My bad. Abdul Carter, though, on the multicolor. And a Kyle Pitts on a Premier. It's nice we get a numbered card out of the box. Got a gorgeous Ibuka, a nice Harold Fannin, a nice Abdul Carter coming out for the Giants, and Blinky. Our first Quinn of the day for Jim. And more love for the Brownies. Nice Hampton, too, in that box. That was a good box. I like it. That's not my name. That's not my name. So I heard that song today, so it's been running through my head. The Teen Teams. Tum tilly, tum tilly, tum tum tum. Let's get our giant stack over here going. Confident we're going to have a lot. That's my hope anyway. So 8 and 13. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this is going to be an interesting one. I'm curious where you're going to go with this one, George. Back up. Nab it. Okay. Or not George, Mr. Hosby. Hosby, you got a Witten, Dallas Clark, L.J. Smith rookie card. Back when they made combos back in the day. Dallas Clark, Jason Witten combo rookie. Or a Bryce Young, not die cut, but a club level rookie, Bryce Young. You got Bryce or the Witten Clark combo. That's not my name. That's not my name. If you need me to show them again, Haas, I can. So, well, let's jump to our Donruss. I was wondering, it's kind of cool card. I found that at my local hobby shop's Buck box. I was like, what? That's a sick card for a buck. I thought it was, I can't believe it was only $1. You got one Hall of Famer and Clark's dang, at least not a Hall of Famer. He's like a Hall of very good. All right, let's do a little Donruss. We haven't ripped much Donruss. Obviously, every case hit, we get a prize. If somebody pulls a case hit. We did last break. Was super cool in the throwback break. Pulling the Zebra. One of the best ever, a little Earl Campbell. Played before a lot of us got a chance to watch him play, but man, watching the highlights, that guy was such a stud for such a short time. Kind of like a Terrell Davis. He only played for like 6 or 7 years, but man, he was awesome. Just this box, empty box. We're just rushing, crashing through people. So 2, 4, 6. I think about if only he could have played a couple more years and got to play into that team with that run and shoot with Warren Moon and Drew Hill and Hayward Jeffries. Like that team would have been, that'd have been unstoppable. If he could have just been healthy for like 3 or 4 more years in the late 80s. Because that was the only thing missing on that Oilers team with Warren Moon is they never had a solid running back. Mike Rozier and Alonzo Highsmith, they never really stepped up like they should have. And so if they'd had like a legit Hall of Fame running back, oh my gosh. But he was just too broken down. I think he ended up leaving the league right as Warren Moon came in or right around there. So yeah, his knees were just so bad. And back then, I mean, the knee replacements, the knee surgeries back in the 70s weren't like that they are nowadays, you know. Not that the guys today aren't going to be much better off. They might not be able to walk either. But they've come a long ways as far as knee replacements and joint help. I think he retired because of his knees, if I remember right, too. They were just too bad, which I get. All right, Jordan Addison starting us off. Then Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry, Mike Evans, rated rookie Trey Amos, Matthew Golden for the Pack, Harlan Benner, Kyron Williams, Cade Otten, Marquise Brown, Jalen Polk, Ashton Genty on a red hot, nice. Hopkins, Drew Brees, Rashee Rice, and Rick Upchurch. I remember this guy as a kid. He must have retired right as I was old. I remember getting one of his cards when I was like 7 or 8 years old. Rick Upchurch. Pride of Tyler, Texas. That's crazy. That's cool. Genty. Craig Morton. That's right. I know that name too. I remember having some of his cards. I had a lot of the 82 football set was the first one I remember collecting as a kid. I fell in love with certain players back then. I loved Neil Lomax and man, I was trying to think. Roy Green, I think it was on the Buccaneers. Cedric Tillman. No, Roy Green was a Cardinal too. It'll come to me later. Saquon Barkley, Russell Wilson, Jamar Chase, Kyle Williams for the Patriots. Another one there for the Pats. Kenneth Walker, Antonio Gibson, Tank Dell, DJ Moore, Bryce Young, Lad McConkey in an Elite Series, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Frankie Louvu, and Joe Ferguson. Let's get a few more here. Excuse me, sorry. Hines Ward, Khalil Shakir, Chris Olave, Deebo Samuel, Cam Scadaboo, there we go. Jahad Campbell on a base. Oh, Brock Bowers patch. That sucks. Goes to me. So we will do the next patch as a prize. Excuse me. Zach Moss, Greg Dortch, Christian Benford, Justin Herbert, Gino, Cam Jordan, Dontavian Wicks, and CJ Stroud. Freeman McNeil. Yes, I did love Freeman McNeil. I liked that Jets team with Freeman McNeil and Al Toon. And Kenny O'Brien at quarterback. Like, they were pretty good. I think they might have been in the AFC Championship against Tony Eason and the Patriots back in like 86. But I could be wrong. I know they were solid for sure. That's it, hopefully. All right, another Brock Bowers patch. It's 2 breaks in a row where the Raiders are doing pretty good. I feel bad. I mean, obviously, I like the cards, but I hope you guys get stuff too. It's a nice Lad on the Elite Series. To throw an extra box in just to benefit me. Good reporter. Brian Thomas. Jim Kelly. Vita Vea. Tony Richardson. Jack Beck. Benjamin Morrison. Blake Corum. Kirk D. Cousins. Mike Gesicki. Brian Burns. Dominators on a McCaffrey for Hammer. Jake Ferguson, Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison, and Zach Ertz. Eddie Pinheiro, Chubba, Deion Sanders, Will Anderson. We got a red Tyler Warren. Nice card there. Pat Bryant for the Broncos. Khalil Mullings, Chris Jones, Joe Horn, Michael Penix, Derwin James, Daniel Carlson, Terry Bradshaw, Roman Dunze, and Doug Williams. Oh, that's right. Wesley Walker was beforehand. Actually, about the same time, I guess, as Toon, wasn't it? Yeah. Wesley Walker. I have a Kenny O'Brien auto. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep it or not. I kind of want to PC stuff from like my childhood like that. Jaden Daniels, Jalen Coker, Cam Chancellor, Trey McBride, rookie Ashton Galote from Louisville, Ollie Gordon for the Dolphins, Ty Johnson, Christian Kirk, Carl Eller, Zay Flowers, Aaron Rodgers on a bomb squad for the Steelers. Jeff Garcia, DK Metcalf, John Elway, and Matt Statler. So definitely not the best box. I guess that's why this Prizm Black, I was pretty excited when I was looking at the checklist. It was different than I expected, but a lot of autos from like years gone by, I'm like, oh, that'd be super cool to pull, or get. The Raiders have a ton of them. I think that's why I was kind of, nobody was jumping on the Raiders. I'm like, well, you know what? I'll tell you what. I will go chase after a Bo Jackson auto or a Tim Brown, you know? All right, Mosaic Blaster. Master Blaster. I'm tempted to buy the new Bo. You know, he has his Bo Arena sports cards. They're not affiliated with anything, but he's making a Tecmo Bowl box, which, if you're a child of the 80s, early 90s, Tecmo Bowl was the bomb and was a super fun game. And if they have any of the players signing in that, oh my gosh, like, that was such a fun game. Spent many an hour playing the old Tecmo Bowl. 246. I think most people wouldn't argue with that. Bo was pretty insane. My mid to late teen years, like I remember the Bo Nose commercials and Bo Diddley, and oh my gosh, that was so cool. Time to be alive. Bo Jackson, you had Michael Jordan being the best ever. Bo Jackson good in baseball and football. I remember watching that All-Star game when Bo hit the home run. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, ran over. I don't know. As a Seahawks fan, even I think I kind of laughed at that. All right, Jacoby Myers. Woo. Chap Robinson. Kanata Mupfield. We got Terrell Owens on a silver. Nice one there for Harold Lambus. Kid Reporter. Saquon Barkley, Tariq Woolen, Jerome Ford, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and then our next card up is a Pat Bryant on the green for T-Door, and then Lambert-Smith for the Chargers. Aaron, Silva Terrell Owens, and Mumfield for Jim Jennings. Yeah, if they make a card like a dual auto of Bosworth and Bo Jackson with that scene, like him running him over, like that'd be so awesome. Take a lot of humility on Bosworth's part, though. Might just do our next two because we got an Abdul Carter on the notoriety. Right behind it, we got a beautiful Ted McMillan coming out for George Sweeting on Panthers. Anybody else play some Tecmo Bowl when they were younger? That was sweet. That is crazy, dude. 3K. Wow. So you're listening while you're shopping? Making the wife mad? I think my phone thought I was talking to it. Corey Dillon. George Kittle. Puka Nacua on a Mosaic Silver. Whoa. Chomp, chomp, chomp. He's getting hungry. Watch out for him. We got a pink Justin Jefferson. Gorgeous card for Jamie O'Hara. Jamal Lewis. Isaiah Likely. Patty Mahomes. Jordan Addison. And Pat Bryant base. For those that didn't see, Puka Nacua is in trouble now because there's a video of him like biting his girlfriend or something, like bite marks on her. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I just thought it was kind of funny. Chomp, chomp, chomp. He'll bite the competition. Even pay while you're sleeping. Sweet looking pink Justin Jefferson though. And then Tiger got himself in trouble yesterday. That was super weird. Marvin Harrison on a green. Van Ginkel on a bang. It seems that way, right? You're like, sure, as long as he keeps playing, dude. Chuba Chuba. Brian Robinson. John Elway. Jalen Milrow. Ooh, nice silver Bryce Young. True Mosaic Silver Germany. And then an O. Hampton on the notoriety. Yeah, exactly. Everybody forgot about Puka after that news came out. Weird one with Tiger. They said he wasn't over the limit drinking, so it had to be something else in his system to make him act that way. So hope everything's okay with him. It's kind of sad, though, right before the Masters. He supposedly was trying to work back to playing in the Masters. So Tedeschi on the Marvin Harrison. O'Hampton coming out to Mr. Malin. George with the Bryce Young. %. Like, there's no reason to drive. Unless you're, like, on a course, you know. All right, CeeDee Lamb. Joe Mixon. I did see that, George. Wes Chandler. That's a name I haven't heard in a while either. Joe Mixon on a green for Greg. Epic Performance Lamar. Dave Montgomery. Matthew Golden. And Andre Reed. It was a bad arrest photo. He definitely looked like he was on something at the time. So hopefully he gets the help he needs, because that was sad to see. Especially after that last weekend in the, was it the TGL or something like that? And had a couple bad rounds there, too. Okay, so Mosaic, not great. It's kind of a rougher Mosaic. Had a couple decent cards, but nothing great. Exactly. Jordan put him in NASCAR car. That's funny. Okay, let's go with our Mega. We've already done some Optic and Select, so let's jump right into Prizm. These have the pink Prizms, not the disco. That's in the blasters, I think. They're going the wrong way, the paninis? I can't tell how they said that. I buy a lot of my stuff like at Barnes & Noble or get it shipped to me, so I never get to go into a place and just pick out what I want. Looks so weird when they just wedge the box. It's like all on one end, and then the rest of the box is empty. $2.46. I think if you're a billionaire, I'd have a Burger King. Well, not Burger King. I'd have a Chick-fil-A in my house, just staffed at all times. That'd probably be my place, and like an amazing food truck just on staff to have like the best horchata and street tacos ever made, just available to me at all times. All right, we got a patch. Since the last patch was mine, next patch is a prize. Check the mail. Whoa. I'm going to check the mail. That's awesome. Maybe you guys have seen the famous GIF of like Family Guy when he's super rich. He takes the helicopter, it lands on land, and then a limo comes out of it, and then like another tiny little helicopter, and then they get out, and there's like somebody like fanning them or something with umbrellas, and it's all for like 150 feet of driving or flying. So it's like a hilarious scene. That's what I picture, like if you're super rich. All right, Brian Thomas Jr., Ty Felton rookie, Colston Loveland back for more, Jan Stenerud. Jan Stenerud on a silver for the Chiefs and Nick. Nice PC card. Kid Reporter. Devin Hester's a Falcon, still weirds me out. Brandon McManus, Max Crosby, Jalen Johnson, and RJ Harvey. Yeah, great. Colston Loveland. Ty Felton. I wonder if this kid will get a chance next year. The silver, Jan Stenerud. RJ Harvey. Let's think of, is it PJ Harvey, the alternative band from the 90s? All right, Loveland. Oh. Pink coming out. Global Reach on the Saquon. That's cool looking. On the Sao Paulo games. Winfield on a pink for the Bucks. Gray Zabel pink for the Seahawks. That's cool. Awesome offensive lineman. Jameson Williams. Kyron Williams. Rocket Ismail. Gray Zabel base and ETN base. Or ATN. I'm not sure which is which. Nice pink Gray Zabel though. Winfield on a pink. And a Global Reach Saquon. Does sound pretty good. It's good to be king. I was thinking of what was it? Around the World in 80 Days. Arnold Schwarzenegger played like the king of some island nation. He was trying to make the lady like one of his new wives. He'd be like wife 172 or something like that. Underrated movie. I saw that just a couple years ago. I was like, it's actually a pretty good show still. All right. Jalen Noel. A nice silver Prizm for the Texans and Greg. Carnell Lake. Caleb Williams. Wes Welker. Craig Morton. Speaking of Craig Morton, Jimmy Kelly. And Isaac Tesla. For the Lions and Carl. Jalen Noel on a silver, though. Get to the chopper! All right, we got Caleb Williams on a fractal. Zach Ertz on a silver, going out to the Commanders and Haas. Kid Reporter, Chuba Chuba Hubbard, Mother Hubbard, Jonathan Taylor, Dak Prescott, Donovan Jackson Rook, and Trey Amos Rook. Zach Ertz silver, and a fractal Caleb Williams. Yeah, exactly. Once you have permission, anyway, that is. Yeah. It's a smart man right there. That's a good answer. That's how you stay married. She may say no. As long as all they're doing is carrying you, she might be fine. It's the other part. All right, a little more Pinky. He's got Pinky Tescadero on an Ernest Biner. If you're old enough to remember who Pinky Tescadero is, then you're probably old like me. Ernest Biner on a pink. Andrew Makuba on a pink, going out to Greg Reese, Deron Bland, and A-Chain. Ernest Biner on a pink. Carl. And Makuba, excuse me. It's going to take a few, huh? All right, you guys are cracking me up today. I love it. Thanks you guys again for joining, keeping me company. We got Seahorn, Damian Martinez, and Makubo on a base. We got a pink Simmons. Off the back, we got Archie Manning as a Titan. Deshaun Jackson. And our pink patch is a Travion Henderson patch. Nice one there for Jamie Sayona. You forgot to ask permission? No. Or you were trying to find a woman that was going to carry you everywhere and it didn't work that well. Martinez. Simmons, this guy's a stud. I like watching Jeffrey Simmons play. A nice Travion patch. move him over. And then we got a little Travian stack coming out. That was a good box. Got some good stuff out there. Pink gray and nice. That's a good patch. I like that patch. So. And I do not think Jamie Siano was able to join us live, so we'll roll the dice for Jamie for the first patch. 1 times 5. So card 5 for Jamie. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. All right, Jamie getting a Trey Tucker patch from Optic. They expect him to start again this year, so I mean he's been kind of slowly building. Had a couple breakout games last year, so. George. So get a patch, win a patch, going out to Jamie on the Trey Tucker. All right, I'm going to get a drink of water real quick here. Oh, stretch my back out for a moment. Okay. Let's do Optic and then finish with Select, so I can go through a couple hundred more top floaters. So we need to pull some good rookies before we get to the other stuff. Excuse me. Box. 2, 4, 6. Looking for a patch or auto in here. It'd be awesome to get an auto. Autos are hard to come by, but we'll take if we get one, that's for sure. Okay. Cool. There's like green parallels maybe coming out of here. So. All right, Ty Felton, Makuba again. Oh, right off the bat, we got a patch. Abdul Carter, followed by a passing grade Josh Allen. So right off the bat, Makuba. So Blinky getting the Abdul Carter patch. I'm sure he'd prefer a dart, but he'll take it. Cool looking cards, love that. Well, George said it's cold where he's at. Anybody else have anything fun going on tonight? Supposed to be watching our daughter while my son goes square dancing with my wife, but plans might be changing now. I'm not sure. It's a nice Abdul Carter, a phenom, excuse me. Just hanging out, what you love, okay. said, some good basketball hopefully coming on today. Some good games. Ridley. Ooh, that sounds horrible, George. Isaiah Likely, Anthony Richardson, Jimmy Horn Jr., Silver, Khalil Shakir, Michael Penix, Puka Nacua, Roman Dunze. All right, Gainwell, Jalen Hurts, Robbie Oates, Tyler Shuck, finally a Saints card coming out for Giuseppe. Green, Jordan James for Josh Hammer, nice. Bijan, Doug Williams, Dak, and Tua. So nice green for the Niners and Josh rather. Tyler Shuck for Giuseppe. And Oots, Robbie Oots. Oots. Doing taxes. One of the reasons I married my that was not even close to a reason, but my wife does do our taxes because she's accounting and taxes, so I trust her with all of it. I never had to learn how. Matthew Golden, nice one there. Tyler Warren on a green, nice one for the Colts. Cortland Sutton, Vinny Testaverde, Emmett Smith, Devontae Adams, Jaden Daniels, Andres Borregales, and Tyleek Williams. Nice green Warren, though. That's a beautiful card. Going out to Vanover. Golden. Oh, I can imagine. Derelique. Borregales, the leg. Borrelegas. Tyler Warren on a green. That's a nice card. Let's keep it going. We got a few more right here. Beautiful green Cam Scatterby going out to Joseph. Or not Joe. Start over, Hans. Blinky. Gorgeous green scat. And then Eli Manning, Steven Jackson, Blake Groupie, J.J. McCarthy, Kendra Lambert-Smith, and Trey Harris back-to-back Chargers. Going out to Aaron Malin. That's awesome. Yeah, it's got to relieve some stress, for sure. All right, finishing up, Will Howard on a primary roles, Steelers. Herbie, Ayuk, Komet, and Charles. So, not a great box. Scatterboo. So, a decent break for the Giants, just no Jackson Dart again. All right. So unless this has some banger QBs or banger rookie cards, we're going to open another mega. We need a little more oomph. So. Yeah, that's heartbreaking to see that type of stuff. My uncle's living in like a group home, and it's heartbreaking the way he kind of gets treated. He's got dementia, so it makes it even tougher. But there was my poor aunt had to go through a lot of financial struggles just to try and take care of him. The VA was not wanting to do much of anything, so 2, 4, 6. So kind of disappointing. So I'm with you. Heartbreaking to see how people are treated for sure. It's not the way it is. That's the problem with an imperfect world. patch. All right, we got Pearsall, Caleb Williams, Dave Montgomery on a club level. Nice one for Carl. CJ Stroud on a multicolor. Nick Benito on a multicolor club level. That's a cool card. And then Jalen Hurts backwards on a premier. So for the Broncos and Tony, that's a good looking card. And the Nito Benito. CJ Stroud for Greg. And Carl getting the David Montgomery. Nito Benito. CJ Stroud. We got Genty on a turbocharged. Jamian Sherwood. Troy Aikman. Demetrius Knight for the Bengals. Quinion Mitchell on a multicolor. Nice looking card conquer. And then a Tyler Loop for the Ravens. Loop, there it is. Going out to, once again, Hosby. Nice with Quinion going out to Greg. George getting a little Demetrius Knight. And then Ashton Genty. Loop, there it is. Didn't he get cut after missing the kick? He's going to get picked up by somebody. He was a pretty solid kicker. Demetrius Knight, not real familiar with him. Charlotte, South Carolina. Got JT on a premier level. Devon Achane on behind the numbers. Rashad Bateman. Terrence Ferguson. Cortland Sutton on a silver going out to the Broncos and Tony. Khalil Mullings on a rookie club level. And Rajas. And a Cole Kmet on a premier. Giuseppe's that. Mullings going out to Josh Robbins on the club level. Cortland Sutton on a silver. Fergie Ferg on the, and then on Achane. The house is eerily quiet, but I'm guessing the family must have went outside because it seems too quiet. Okay. All right, Jalen Milroe on a certified. Nice one there for the Seahawks. Michael Penix. Genty again. RJ Harvey on a multicolor again for the Broncos. Tyler Ratledge, rookie field level for the Lions. Jamar Chase on a premier level. And Michael Williams on a premier level. For the Niners. And Hammer. RJ Harvey. Tate Ratledge, excuse me. Genty. Milroe. Tate Rutledge. Club level rookie. And RJ Harvey. Going out to Tidor. All right, we got Traven on a future. J2 Tuamaloa. Jaden Daniels. Princely Uman a field level. Justin Herbert. And Devontae Adams for the Rams. Herbie. Nice club level rookie on the Princely. JT for the Colts. And a Travion. Okay. Whew. Finish up, and then we'll go to our last one. Last two, we got Miles Sanders on a Premier, and then Derrick Henry on a turbocharge for Hosby. Then we'll do our last stack. Yeah, we're definitely going to add in another Donruss Mega. Too big to transport. Too big to feed. I always thought of that's for myself anyway. We're losing the war because we have to feed this guy. Off the back, we have a Jalen Hurts behind the numbers. And a Jonah Savania rookie card for the Dolphins and Jim. Alfred Collins rookie. Roma Dunze. Ernest Jones on a silver. Kyle Williams on a multicolor for the Patriots. Nice. And a Cam Ward. Select. So number one, pick one. Round one, pick one. It feels too thick for a 108. Nice job, Josh. That's a good looking card. Been kind of quiet on the Titans front, so that helps out. That's a beaut. Number one overall pick. Showed a lot of signs of good stuff last year. Miss Jones for the Seahawks and Andrew. Collins. Bang, bang, bang. Here we go. She's a beaut. She's a beaut, Char. Clark. Okay, so Patriots are doing okay. Not great, but not bad. Chargers are doing decent, not great. Seahawks are doing okay. Giants getting some good cards. And Titans are finally on the board. Not out of the woods yet, but doing okay. No, I didn't see those. I don't follow much soccer, so I wouldn't know what to look for or anything at that point. All right, before we go get our hobbies, I'm going to go get that Donruss Mega for our extra. A little bit bigger extra than usual, but I also felt like this break was such a pain in the ass to try to figure out how to price it, so I figured it was kind of easier to do that. Just throw in some extras because I think some teams that were heavy rookies this year got priced a little too high, and just don't know what's going to come out of the Prizm, so I wanted to add some more stuff in. The basketball ones were really nice. Yeah. Yeah, Messi be sick, Ronaldo, Mbappe. Then you can sing the Mbappe song. Mbappe doop dop. All right. So, like I said, the break was a little more vet and NIL than I was originally hoping. So I wanted to throw in something to try and make it a little bit better. So you don't get fined. I like it. So hopefully this helps out people. We got one auto, one mem. We'll go one step further. Whatever the member patch or autos here, we'll do a prize on that too. So I appreciate you guys filling this anyway. And just don't know what to expect from Prizm blocks. So I know the NBA Monopoly, they went on clearance in a lot of places not too long ago, but they're still a fun rip for sure. Well, thanks you guys. I think you guys are awesome putting up with me and joining the breaks. I mean, I know the retail alone makes, a lot of the cards prices seem okay, but I feel like I just don't know if we're going to get good enough hits to make it worth it. So 246 here we got. This is a mega, so we're going to have some nice parallels, hopefully. Some nice previews. Of course, thanks you guys. Appreciate you. So it'll be awesome. Last time we got an auto out of Donruss, it was Shedeur Sanders. So I mean, that'd be. We haven't gotten a lot of autos out of Donruss, but we have. They've been decent. That's for sure. So before we go on a break, a hiatus, whatever you want to call it, from breaking, I want to do all 3 sports this week. Like try and do like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, early in the week, so I can get mail out the door. Hopefully by Friday, Saturday, most of it anyway. So I have some questions. Would you guys like a heavy 25 boxes? Or would you like me to do a little multi-year like we did the other day? Mix in some all the way back to 2020. What do you guys think? Like do a straight 25 and just chase some rookies, or do you want me to mix in some old school? Since I got 8 or 9 of you here, I'd love to hear some opinions. All right, Bateman, Devontae Adams. We've got a green Torrey Holt for the Jags. Yarquez Hunter. Oh, there we go. Cam Ward back for more. Nice. A red hot. Jalen Wright. Tyler Warren on a pink. There we go, Colts. Production line on the Josh Allen Shakir. Love that. Those cool looking cards. Don't matter to me. Gabe Davis. Alex Anzalone. Jamison Williams. Geno Stone. Matthew Golden. We got a green Ty Felton. Dominators Jeffrey Simmons. Christian McCaffrey. And Lamar Jackson. So nice looking start right away. Boom, boom. We got a beautiful Tyler Warren pink. It's a nice card. We got a Cam Ward on the red hot. The Titans. Matthew Golden base. Ty Felton on a green for the Vikings. Jamie. And a nice looking production line for the Bills. And Giuseppe. You'd lean more 25. Okay, because I think it's an international optic box and a select H2. I would probably put those two together. Maybe even a Rookies and Stars longevity box. And then have some retail with it. Or we could drop off one of those boxes and mix in like 2020 Chronicles draft picks with an auto guaranteed and a 21 Prestige with the guaranteed auto and then some other products. So this production line. Colts getting a little bit of love. It's not a horrible break for the Colts yet, so hopefully keeps getting better. Keeps getting better. All right. Greg getting the Graham Mertz pink. Kid played everywhere. Florida, I think he was at Wisconsin before that. So, all right. Josh Hines Allen, Sammy Laporta, Dalton Schultz, Devin Hester, Green, Baker Mayfield, Trey Amos, Brayshell Tootin on a throwback. Nice one there for the Jags. Jaden Higgins on the throwback Donruss. Love the look of these cards. They're a cool set. Jared Verse, Josie Jewell, Theo Johnson, and a Kid Reporter. So a couple cards for the Texans. Jaden Higgins and Graham Mertz going out to Greg Reese. And then Rachel Tootin on a throwback going out to Pete. Open some more top loaders real quick. Let's open both while we're here. Okay. Jalen Coker, he had a good playoff game. Tony Rich, Alex Anzalone on a green, nice one. Kyle Williams, best of instant. Michael Penix going out to the Falcons, and Tony Tidor. James Cook, Leonard Williams, and a pink Jackson Haas for the Bills and Giuseppe. I like those instant cards. They're cool. Oh, it's not Giuseppe on the Bills. My apologies. Billy Hines on the Bills. I'm just so used to saying Giuseppe. Billy Hines on the Bills. My apologies, Billy. All right. EJ Speed, Pat Fryermuth, Aaron Rodgers, Micah McFadden, rookie Jahad Campbell again. Dylan Sampson on the green for the Browns. Caleb Williams on an Elite Series. Blake Group A, Tarek Henry, and a Shadur. There we go. Nice blue Shadur. Nice card there for Shadur Sanders, the Browns, and Carl Gallagher. Looks like they're going to give him the chance to start this year, so we'll see what happens. Nice card for the Brownies. Ryan getting a little Caleb Williams Elite Series. All right, Nick Benito, Justin Jefferson, Cam Coleman, Cam Scadaboo base, and RJ Harvey on the patch card going out to the Broncos and Tony Tidor. I said next card gets a prize, so Tony getting a prize. Tony, I don't know if you're still here with us. If you are, give me a couple numbers. Nice one there, RJ Harvey. And our last little bit for Giuseppe, Tyler Shuck on the bomb squad. Michael Pittman. Xavier Worthy, a pink. Lambert Smith for Aaron Malin. Dylan Gabriel on a blue. Man, both quarterbacks in the same box. That's crazy. Nice job, Carl. And then John Jefferson and Ricky Pearsall. That's crazy. Oh, you were lurking. I didn't even know you were still here. Thank you, Tony. 17 and 24. All righty. Lurking. Tyler Shuck on a bomb squad. So Browns, the God Box helped out helped out Carl and the Browns for sure. A little love for Cam Ward, a little love for the Chargers, and definitely a little love for the Broncos. So, okay, 17 and 24. 16. Prize box is a little over full right now, so okay, here's 17. Score pack 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Oh, that's too funny. It's 2 packs. least I gave you a little variety, Tony. You can figure out which one you want. We got the Big League Baseball pack or a Score a Treat pack. Those are the two you got. So, Big League Baseball or Score a Treat. And the Big League Baseball is 2024. So, could be a better prize, could be a worse prize, depending on how you look at it. It could be better than any of the cards. You never know what you're going to get inside. All right, so we're to our hobbies. Foosball, alrighty. Baseball back in. And add a card. Let's add a card, yeah, that's good. Oh, that's kind of cool. I know how much you love these things, George. Okay, so not a bad. Hopefully that extra helped out a few people. And then I forgot I bought these a while back. I keep seeing people saying they're getting awesome stuff out of it. So we're going to open one of these guys too. A booster pack. Some people say they were getting downtowns like crazy out of these things. Who knows? I doubt we're going to pull downtown, but you never know. Okay. Malik Neighbors, Tony Pollard on a silver, and Njoku, and Josh Downs. We did not get a downtown. We got a Tony Pollard on a silver. Good running back. Get another 1,000-yard season this year, too. Kind of considering where he came from, and he's kind of had a good career. Pretty good run. Okay, well, not much out of there. Sorry, guys. Let's do the Atompunk. Let's see what happens. Let's see if people collect boxes. If anybody collects boxes and would like this box, let me know. They're a cool-looking box, for sure. The Atompunk. Empty box. Doesn't say numbers or anything on these, so I have no idea what we're in for. So, it's going to go one by one and see. I assume we're going to get at least one or two NILs, but if there's somebody I don't know, if anybody's feeling sassy and wants to look up real quick, you can. Otherwise, I will do it. First card out. Joey Aguilar. Joey Aguilar. Doesn't say the school. I mean, it looks like Tennessee, but I'm not sure. Joey Aguilar, 1 of 1. That's what I was thinking, Josh. Heck yeah, I know you wanted to have Notre Dame with it, but I think you got to be happy with this one, right, buddy? Joey Aguilar, 1 of 1 to go along with the Cam Ward patch. Heck yeah, bud. That's cool. Joey Aguilar patch card. Or not patch card, I mean 1 of 1. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm glad it's going to a fan. Now we have Relique Brown. I think it's Arizona State. Sure looks like Arizona State. And that would go to Giuseppe. This one might take a little longer to look at, but it sure looks like Arizona State. Relique Brown. Nice 1 of 1 there. Are we getting all 1 of 1? That'd be sick. So I'll look on Relique Brown. I think it's Arizona State. If we go to Giuseppe. If he's in the portal, it'll go with who he was last with. Oh, man. If it's Giuseppe, he's doing good now. Drew Brees on the Atompunk. 3 out of 5 on the Saints. It's Texas. Like he just got there, or is he Texas the whole time? Because that sure looks like Arizona State or a different. It does not look like Texas colors, that's for sure. So, crazy. Drew Brees, 3 out of 5. Oh, that's an auto, too. I didn't even realize. Holy crap, that's an auto. Okay. Started ASU. Now he's at Texas. Okay, we'll have to figure that one out. When he entered the portal and all that jazz, because it's definitely an ASU uniform. Joe getting the 3 out of 5. If it is Texas, then that'll have to go to Lambus. So, Drew Brees on the 3 out of 5. Thank you, George, for looking. That's the only problem with this type of crap this time of year is after free agency and the freaking portals. I'm all for kids transferring and getting their money. There's got to be contracts or something to get them to stay longer than a year. Dante Moore going out to Oregon and Seattle. Andrew there picking up that Dante Moore. 5 out of 5. Dante Moore going out to Oregon and Seattle. And last one. We got one veteran, one Hall of Famer. The rest are all NIL. So let's see what the last one is. Chris Henry Jr., wide receiver. Chris Henry Jr. Looks like almost like Houston U, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I was thinking Ohio State. Interesting. Okay. He's a freshman. That's like his high school picture. George, that's you. Congratulations, George. Crazy. It is 2 of 2, George. Congratulations, buddy. George picking up a nice card. I know you're not maybe a huge Ohio State fan, but I'm sure somebody else is. So congratulations on that. Okay. So George, it's kind of mixed up at least. You know, we got Andrew, George, Hare Lambus, or Giuseppe. Giuseppe at least getting one good one. And then Josh getting a nice PC card for sure. Okay. Before we get to our last hobby, let's do one more booster pack. One of these got to be good card, right? Good cards. Okay. Zach Ertz, Howie Long, Jalen Lane, and Terrell Owens. Okay, so far nothing coming out of these things for us anyway. Jalen Lane coming out for Haas. So at least like the kind of the higher end teams, like the Titans getting a good card that helps out them, and even helping out the Seahawks and the other ones. So that's good. Okay, let's see what Prizm Black has to bring us. Dual autos, triple autos. What do we got here? How many numbers? Doesn't say. Looking for Color Blast, Manga, and Prismania. 3 autos, 4 silvers. So here we go. Once again, anybody wants the box, let me know. Try and save it as best I can. Empty box. Make it even then. So 3 and 3 is 6. 3 and 3 is 6. We'll do the last pack and the last card, and that last one will be our last prize. So, and we'll do a prize for our first auto. Great looking cards. Here we go. Isaac Bruce, Patrick Willis, Steve Young, CJ Baxter, Joe Namath on a kaleidoscope for the Jets. Nice silver. And then Calvin Johnson on a red, number 2, 299. DeCorian Moore, number to 249. Looks like Oregon, but I'm not positive. Joe Thomas, Chris Carter, Tony Dorsett, Anquan Bolden, and James Lofton. DeCorian Moore. Looks like Oregon, but I'm not positive. And then Calvin Johnson for the Lions. Nice card there, numbered. And Joe Namath on a silver for the Jets. Hosby. I'll hopefully get lots of numbered cards. That'll make it more fun too. DeCorian Moore, man, it looks like an Oregon. And then Baxter going out to the Harold Lamis on the Texas Longhorns. Okay, next pack. Jerome Bettis, Ken Houston. I haven't heard that name in a while. Dave Casper going old school there. Jeremiah Love. Fighting Irish, I guess. Oh, it's supposed to be his leg. It just looked weird. Eric Dickerson on the kaleidoscope. Number 2, 199 going out to Jim Jennings. Ray Lewis for Hosby. Number to 299. Ozzie Newsome on a silver going out to the Brownies. And then our base, Dave Robinson, Julius Peppers, Emmett Thomas, Bernie Kosar, and Paul Krause. So it looks like they're putting 1 or 2 NILs per pack. I saw some breaks that they're having like the NIL spot, but like 200 or 300 just for this box. I was like, let's try and balance out. I just feel like that's really tough on people. Eric Dickerson. Jeremiah Love coming out. For Hosby, we'll put that with the Malachi Stark because I know he's excited about that. Ray Lewis also for Hosby. Ozzie Newsome for Carl. The original like super tight end. Gorgeous card. Just weird to see so much NIL, you know. Or not NIL, so much veterans. My apologies. My brain's not tired. It's tired. Sam Levitt going out to ASU and Giuseppe. Mark Bowman. Committed to USC. Did I not put USC with California? I did not see USC anywhere on the list. Oh, probably because they're still high school. So that would go to Tony Tidor on the other NIL. Caleb Downs going out to George. Lindermeyer on the Cornhuskers. I'm pretty sure that goes to Tidor also. Mike Alstott on a Talisman going out to Troy Sullivan. Gunnar Stockton going out. Nice. Beautiful card there. Number to 249. This one's all NIL, it looks like. Going out to Tony Tidor. Nate Frazier. Number to 199. Also going out to 2 numbered cards in a row going out to Tidor. And then our base, Darren Woodson, Julio Jones, Leroy Butler, Dan Hampton, and Eric Dickerson. So this pack was all NIL for the first half anyway. So pretty sweet. Lindenmeyer for the Cornhuskers. I didn't make a spot for USC, so unfortunately would have normally. But when I led the checklist, there was no mention of USC on there, so it goes to the high school spot, which is Tony Tidor, and then Sam Levitt for Giuseppe. Nice all-star on the talisman, too, for Troy Sullivan. Good Lord. Excuse me. I think he may have entered the portal also. Not positive. But. Interesting box. And I almost bought a silhouette box yesterday when they dropped on Panini, and I decided not to, and I'm kind of glad I didn't because it's very similar to this. Like, it's a lot of NIL and vets, so which is going to be what Panini has going forward. Most of you know. So 2 numbered Georgia cards going out to Tony. More Gunnar Stockton. We got a Sturdivant going out to the Gators. Nope, it's UCLA. I thought it was Florida. Nope, yeah, first touchdown off the swamp. Yeah, it's going to the Gators. Drew Aller, there we go. And Nussmeier going out to Giuseppe. Drew Aller going out to Greg. Sterling Starp on a Kaleidoscope silver. Dwight Freeney numbered to 175. Phil Simms. Phil Simms on a silver. And LT, Brett Favre, Shady, Bobby Bell, and Ozzie Newsome. Good golly, Miss Molly. There's Stockton. All the quarterbacks coming out. Drew Aller, Nussmeier, Freeney. Nice numbered Freeney for the Colts. Sturdivant going out to Tony. Or not Tony, sorry, Troy. A silver Phil Simms. Not numbered. And Sterling Sharp on the Kaleidoscope. Going out to the Packers. Harlan Benner. Good looking cards, though. They are really nice looking cards, Prizm Black. Nussmeier, they're saying, Nussmeier and Aller, they're saying like 3rd round picks, I keep hearing. Not third day picks. And I think Stockton's going back, isn't he? I don't think he's coming out this year. I can't remember, so. All right, Quentin Gibson for Colorado and the Denver. We got Eli Manning again this time. Then Phil Simms, Plaxico Bears. I think we must have an auto coming. Terrell Davis on a Talisman. Nick Foles on a purple. Number to 149. And then holy moly cannoli, Julian Sayin. Not numbered, but that's our auto. George, congratulations. Holy smokes. Ohio State is eaten. This kid could be one of the first picks in next year's draft. Julian Sayin auto. We'll finish up with Tarkenton, Aikman, Fitzgerald, Driver, and Urlacher. Holy smokes. Nice PC. Nick Foles coming out numbered to 149. But Jalen Sayin, that's a good card. That is a beautiful. Congratulations, George. That's one of the big chases for sure. You say you never sell a card. This might be one worth selling, brother. That might be one worth selling. I'm sure there's a lot of Ohio State fans, either locally or around the country, that would be interested in that bad boy. Okay, one quick drink real quick. So, George, give me 2 numbers. That was our first auto. 5 and 14. Okay, let me do this stack and we'll pack. Big Ben, Warren Sapp. Maybe they have another auto. I've noticed they put the vets at the front, the autos in the middle so far. So Nick Foles, Joe Montana, Boomer for the Jets. Should be a Bengal. Okay, anyway, Jets. Jim Kelly numbered. Jim Kelly is numbered to 99 for Billy Hines and the Bills. Allstott numbered going out to Troy. Nope. Numbered 51 of 60. Nice low numbered for Troy. Then Michael Irvin. Joe Horn. Herman Moore. Thurman Thomas. And Tony Baselli. That's a pretty big card, Julian's saying. That's a pretty big hit for sure. Allstott numbered. We got Boomer. Jim Kelly. Okay, 5 and 14. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Well, I think I know where we're going to go. But we got a Tommy Mellott rookie card for the Raiders, numbered to 399 from Montana State. And then a Brandon Marshall Pro Bowl bound to 249 for the Bears. So those are your choices, Mr. George. I think that may have paid for, all of your break spots, honestly, if you were to sell that, because I think that's probably a $100 card, I would guess. I could be wrong, but I would think that's got to be close to a $100 card. Thank you, Josh. Okay, so that's definitely one worth trying to sell, just letting you know. And we got even, if you just want to throw it in the group, I mean, I could take a picture and throw it in the group if you want to try and sell it, because there's some definitely Ohio State fans even within the group that might want it. So, thank you for looking that up too, Josh. I'm pretty sure you're not going to sell your Joey Aguilar card, though. Right, Josh? That's a PC one. If there ever is one. All right, for the Carl there, Bryce Underwood for the Wolverines. Rashawn Sanford, I think he might be another high school kid. Nope, out of Houston, my bad. Going out to Greg Reese. Corey Barney going out to Nebraska, and Tony Tidor. Carnell Tate, another good one. We have, what do we got here? This is cool looking. A fractal Charles Haley, for the Niners. Numbered 41 of 49. Beautiful card. I'm going to stop right here just for a second. That's a beautiful card going out to the Niners and Josh Hammer. Sweet PC card. We got Carnell Tate going out to the Buckeyes. We're going the box, huh? Nice Bryce Underwood. This guy's supposed to be a stud too. Things hold out. I know you do. I get it, bud. I've been getting a lot better. My wife was on me and she's like, why don't you just sell cards you don't care about that much? I'm like, okay, you're right. All right, continuing on. We got a numbered Big Ben going to 225 for Giuseppe. And then behind it, a silver Fran Tarkenton going out to the Vikings and Jamie O'Hara. So a numbered Big Ben. A silver Fran Tarkenton. Our base, Ricky Williams, Jimmy Johnson, Drew Brees, Calvin Johnson, and Marv Levy. 2 autos left. Zion Branch. There was a bunch of USC. Why did I not? Okay. Oh, nope. He went to Georgia. That's probably why. Transferred to Georgia. Nate Frazier. Either way, they both go to Tony. Nate Frazier out of Georgia. Kawan Lacey at Ole Miss, it looks like. It says Missouri, but it looks like Ole Miss to me. Ty Simpson, first one coming out for Haas. Eli Manning on a talisman. Frank Gore for Josh Hammer on the Niners. And our auto, Mario Manningham. What? Not numbered, but nice PC auto going out to Brian Latari from Blinky's Box Breaks on a prolific Mario Manningham auto. And then our base, Peyton Manning, Ken Anderson, Alan Page, Randy White, and Mario Williams. So Blinky picking up a PC card. Mario Manningham. Frank Gore, numbered, going out to Josh Hammer, and then a Ty Simpson. Might have to get one more pack of top loaders. Congratulations, Blinky, getting a nice PC auto. And Josh Hammer getting a little numbered Frank Gore card. So we got 2 autos, 1 to go. Vernell Brown III, Michael Strahan, Bruce Matthews for the Titans, a little old school. Bill Cowher, Marshall Falk on a kaleidoscope, this time going out to the Colts on a silver. Dave Casper for the Raiders, numbered to 125. Plaxico Burress on a silver. Then AJ Green, Irving Fryer, Emmett Smith, Archie Manning, and Barry Sanders. Some nice PC cards coming out for a lot of people with this stuff. That's the one thing. If you got your team that you like, then that's pretty sick. Then you're getting some cool cards you like. If you didn't get your team, it's probably kind of frustrating watching. So, but Giuseppe getting the Plaxico. Beautiful Falk going out to Vanover. There we go. One more pack of top loaders. It's a fun box. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Just not enough rookies. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. Three packs left. Well, there's a Seahawk. Walter Jones, Roger Worley, old school Cardinals, Richard Sherman, Joe Namath. Wow. Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne. That's a dual color blast, right? Isn't that what we're talking about right here? Color blast duels. I thought that's what that is. It looks pretty sick. Congratulations to Matthew Vanover. Could be wrong, but that sure looks like one. Vanover picking up, I think that's kind of, I mean, I don't know if it's a monster, but it's a pretty sick card. So, getting a little glare. If you can get the glare that doesn't show my ugly face, it's a way better glare. No, way looking card when you don't see me in it. I'm looking at it, looks great, and then I saw my image. I'm like, ooh. No. All right, and then going out to Giuseppe, Joe Horn, numbered 299. Zachariah Branch. Once again, it's a Georgia Bulldog going to 49, 47 of 49. Nice card there for Mr. Tidor, and then a Joe Horn numbered. So, wow, I'm glad we got a case hit, too, on top of all the autos. That's pretty sick. Hopefully it doesn't replace an auto, but either way, a pretty cool card. Zechariah Branch going out to Georgia. Nice card. That's why you grabbed the Falcons, was that Georgia chase, right, Tony? You got a third numbered card for them. That's awesome. And our base, Joe Delamalure, Edrin James, Boomer Esiason, Terrell Davis, and Terrell Suggs. All right, Darrelle Revis, Teddy Hendricks. I will roll the dice for Matthew Vanover too. I know. I was glad you grabbed him. I was hoping you'd get him just for that Georgia chase. I went along. All right, Keelan Russell and our Nas Auto. Hey, we talked about him earlier. You mentioned him, George. Here he is. Wesley Walker going out to the Jets. And Mike Hosby. Wesley Walker. So we still got our auto. Ooh, we got a nice looking Dan Marino too. Numbered to 249 for Jim Jennings. And then Billy Hines picking up the Andre Reed Silver Prizm. Looks like a disco. Not numbered, but good looking card. And then our base, Andre Johnson, Anthony Munoz, Dwight Stevenson, Drew Pearson, and of course, Willie Roaf. High school kid, Keelan Russell. All right, Dan Marino, man. Cool numbered card. I'm glad Jim got at least a cool numbered card. Andre Reed going out to Billy. It did sell for 13. Okay, I didn't know. I will reach out to Vanover when this is over and ask if he wants it one touch. Some guys don't like to one touch Prizm or, you know what I'm saying, like Prizm and Mosaic and Optic because of the worries of the corners when you're moving them. But I will reach out and ask him what he prefers because I definitely want to take care of the card for him. But I appreciate you looking and checking that, though. Thank you. We pulled some monster cards out of this box already. That's crazy. Huge card. Not that he's going to be selling it, but yeah, I'll ask him if he wants it one-touched or not. Because I don't think he'll sell it. That's his monster, baby. Okay, let's roll the dice real quick before I forget. 6 times 3 is 18. This is for Vanover. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 is just a hot rookies, Travis Hunter. Nothing too crazy, but still a good player. Vanover. It's actually been a while since I pulled anything pretty cool for Vanover until like 2 weeks ago we pulled him a cool card. So it's a little bit on a heater lately. But man alive, this box is pretty stinking awesome. So okay, here we go. Last card will be our last prize. Tiki Barber, Orlando Pace, John Lynch, Brian Dawkins, Jerome Bettis on a kaleidoscope, silver that is. Jimbo Covert on the checkerboard red, number to 75 for the Bears and Ryan. Nick Foles on a silver. And then Michael Vick, Sterling Sharp, Devin Hester, Aaron Donald. The last card is Charles Haley for Mike Haralambous. We'll roll the dice for Mike. And I will do a recap in a moment. Jimbo going out to Ryan. And Jerome Bettis going out to Giuseppe. Pretty crazy break, guys. We got some sick cards, that's for sure. So give me a minute. I will do a dice or the recap. And I will reach out as soon as we're done with this break to Vanover and see what he would prefer. So that's obviously our number 1. For those that didn't hit, I will find something for you. PC card or something to try and help take care of you. And thanks to everybody that joined in. Appreciate y'all. Let's see, who is LSU with? They were the Saints, okay. Colts, Georgia. Rams, Lions. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. It's a fun break. A lot of cool stuff coming out. There's the Bronco stack. A couple people definitely had a little bit rougher breaks, but hopefully we can make it better for you. There's Aller out there. See, okay, Tesla. No. Thanks you guys again for keeping me company today too, and joining in the break. And hope you had fun. For those that didn't hit, I'm sorry. Quite a bit of cool stuff coming out for a lot of people. So. Almost there, guys. Thanks for your patience. that stack. Let's do that over there. Okay. Appreciate all you guys too. You guys are the best. So thank you very much. Okay. All right, Pete. Very rough one for the Jags. They were one of the ones hit us hardest today. I was hoping there'd be a vet auto or something to help you out. Pete, you know I will do everything I can to find you. I got some PC Jags cards I've been saving up for you, but a very rough break. I apologize, buddy. On the Brayshell Tootin on a throwback, not a single. Yeah, it was a rough one. Joe, not much on Arizona State either. I got a Sam Levitt base, and that was about it. And then same with you, Hosby, on the Commanders. Only one Jeremiah Love base. So I apologize, but at least your other spots seem to do okay, but that one definitely did not do great. So I'm sorry, man. Packers, 2 Matthew Goldens. We've got a base there, a base Optic, another base Donruss, and then a base Mosaic. So kind of a rough one for you, Harlan. Vikings got Justin Jefferson on a pink notoriety and a Ty Felton green going out to Jamie O'Hara. I think there might have been a base rookie from Minnesota too. I'm not sure. Rams, not much, but you got a nice Eric Dickerson to 199. Caleb Johnson on a rookie card, and then a primary color, Will Howard going out to the Steelers. Not much else for Joe except for, Big Ben, number 225. Helped a little bit. Dolphins, Quinn Ewers, 1 base rookie card, and then a numbered Dan Marino to 249 for you, Jim. Bears, same thing, not much there, but a nice low-numbered Jimbo Hall of Famer Covert going out to Ryan. Got some goodies for you, too. I've been saving up as a Bears fan. All-Star, numbered to 60. Nice low number going out to the Bucks and Troy. And then an Igbuka on the multicolor rookie card. And there was, I think, at least 1 or 2 Florida rookies also. Penn State and the Eagles. Jahad Campbell on a silver. Drew Aller on a base. And then we got Makuba on a pink. And Nick Foles numbered to 149 going out to the Eagles and Greg. Jaden Higgins on a throwback rookie. Graham Mertz on a pink. And then a silver Jalen Noel going out to the Texans and Greg. Production line for the Bills for Billy Hines, then a pink Jackson Haas and a Jim Kelly numbered to 99 and an Andre Reed silver. So not numbered, my bad. So a nice one there for the Bills. Not too shabby. Niners, Nick Hammers. We got Airborne Steve Young, a Jordan James on a green, and then a Charles Haley fractal numbered to 49. That was actually our lowest numbered card, I think, besides the Wildcard. And then a Frank Gore also numbered, this one to 199. So not too shabby there at the end for you on the Niners, Josh. Tesla base card, and then a Tyler Ratledge on the club level Prizm card, and then a Bryce Underwood base, and a Calvin Johnson to 299 going out to Michigan and Carl. All right, Ashton Genty on a base card, Red Hot Rookies Genty, Ashton Genty on an overcharge, Ashton Genty select, and then a Dave Casper numbered to 125, and a Brock Bowers patch for the Raiders. All right, Lambert Smith on a pink, notoriety Hampton, and then a Marion Hampton overcharge to going out to the Chargers and Aaron Malin. For saying it started off pretty good, and then it kind of cooled off at the end. We got a Kyle Williams on a multicolor rookie card, Travion on a select future, Travion on a silver thrillers, and a Travion patch card going out to Jamie Sayona and Patriots. All right, Tyler Shuck on a base card, Tyler Shuck on a bomb squad, Garrett Nussmeier rookie, and a Joe Horn numbered to 299, and a Drew Brees numbered to 5 going out to the Saints. And Joe Desky. All right, we got best of instant Michael Penix Jr. and a James Pierce Jr. on a purple, all going out to Atlanta. And then for the University of Georgia, we got a Gunnar Stockton numbered to 249. Nate Frazier, numbered to 199. Zachariah Branch, numbered to 49. All going out to Mr. Tidor. Not too shabby. Also, Mr. Tidor, Pat Bryant on a green. R.J. Harvey on a green select rookie. And then R.J. Harvey patch card going out to the Broncos. We got Colston Lovin on a base. Colston Lovin on another base. Luther Burden. And then a Colston Lovin rookie rush, along with that numbered Jimbo coverage. So there was a little bit more than I thought for the Bears. Going out to Hosby, Tyler Loop on a multicolor select rookie. Ray Lewis numbered to 299. And a Malachi Starks numbered, I thought it was numbered, yeah, there it is, to 799. So a couple nice numbered cards for the Ravens. The Brownies and Carl, thanks again for hopping on, buddy. Dylan Sampson on a green. Judkins on a select certified. Harold Fannin on a multicolor rookie. Mason Graham on a green rookie. Dylan Gabriel on a purple. And a Shadur Sanders on a purple. So not too shabby on the Brownies. Now we're getting a little bit deeper in the well. Going out to Seattle, the Seahawks and Oregon Ducks, to Carrion Moore, numbered to 249. Jalen Milroe on a select certified. Gray Zabel on a pink. Milroe on a base mosaic and a base select and a base rookies and stars. And a Dante Moore 5 of 5. So not too shabby on the Seahawks for Andrew. Nice job. Titans and Mr. Robbins, Khalil Mullins on a club level rookie. Cam Ward on a red hot rookies. Cam Ward on a select first pick patch. And a Joey Aguilar 1 of 1. Going out to the Jets and Mr. Hosby, Ty Simpson rookie card and a Wesley Walker auto. Going out to Blinky on the Giants, Cam Scadaboo. Cam Scadaboo on a green. Notoriety, Abdul Carter. Cam Scadaboo base again. Abdul Carter on a multicolor select. Abdul Carter on a patch. And a Mario Manningham auto for Blink. Going out to the, this was, looks like ASU, but it looks like he is officially on Texas now, so that would go to Harold Lambus on the 1 of 1 auto. So sorry about that, Giuseppe. I don't know what else to do with that because he's technically on Texas. I looked and it happened in January, so it's not like in the last week or two. So it's been for 3 months. So I know it sucks, and I'm sorry, Joe, and I'll try and find a way to make up for it. I apologize. All right, Ted McMillan on the Panthers. And George, Carnell Tate base card. Julian Sayin auto along with the Caleb Downs. And then, of course, the Chris Henry Jr. 2 of 2. So a really good break for Carolina/Ohio State. But our big winner is definitely the Colts. Riley Leonard base card. Tyler Warren red. Tyler Warren green. Tyler Warren pink. Dwight Freeney numbered to 125. And the Color Blast, Peyton Manning, Reggie Wayne. Huge card. Huge breaks. Definitely made the box worth it. Thanks you guys again. I appreciate all of you. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, and we will talk soon. And look for what's coming next. And thank you for 5 years of support. 5.5 almost. You guys are awesome. Thank you much. Have a good day.